this video is not going to be long. Um, I just need to vent a little bit because I'm going through something that has nothing to do with the topic, and I think I just saw it and it triggered me. Um, it's like the binary, like literally creates like this paradigm between what we consider a good and righteous man versus what we consider a lowly street urchin, a bum, and it's like we throw so many male figures away. We throw so many away who cannot function at this level of um, just function at the level of being a completely narcissistic, egotistical, self-righteous maniac. Like it's like we live in a reality that prizes egotistical, self-righteous, self-deifying maniacs. This all he have to do is have a sickening body, give a few righteous bars, look like he got stamina, look like he packing, look like he could lay that pipe down. And it's gonna be a multitude of penis thirsty phallic worshipers in the comment section, amening him and blowing up his ego and making him. And then y'all complain when he's manipulative, and when he reduces you, and when he diminishes you, and when he treats you like an object, and when he doesn't have any respect for you. But y'all be in the comment section by the droves, and these men when you see them, because when you go through their content, you never see a woman on their page. You never see women on their page. Every video be just him, his shirt off, his body out, him talking about the king and God, and basically him worshiping penis himself. He talking about men, nothing feminine in the picture. He may have a picture with him and his daughter, somebody who up under him, making him look like the king, making him look like the father, making him look like Father Odin, making him look like Caesar, making him look like the emperor, making him look like the pharaoh, somebody who gonna be big up in him. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of black women create these monsters by stroking these men ego simply for being genetically fine, simply for having the ability to get in the gym and work out and keep themselves groomed and keep themselves looking well. Y'all don't really care what's in these dudes' brains. Y'all don't really care about how these dudes see you, or if these dudes respect you, or if these dudes, see you as equal to them. Y'all don't care about that. Y'all just want him to be fine and have a big ding and take a bath and maybe have a job. Some of y'all don't even require that. You just need to have a big ding, take a bath, and do a little working out. Give your old sickening body, have a big ding, wash his stuff properly, and get in front of the camera and talk about some mumbo jumbo and quote a few scriptures, and y'all here for it. And then y'all swear like this is high expectations, like this is a high value man, somebody who could just get in the gym, work out, have a nice big ding, go to school, go to work, have a job. He ain't gotta have no respect for y'all. He ain't gotta have no loyalty to y'all. He don't have to have any reverence or homage for y'all. He just have to sell that stuff on camera. He could talk to you like a dog. He could put you down. He could have no respect for you, long as he look like a god when he's doing it. Long as he look like an old African king, long as he look like an old pharaoh when he popping his shit. But y'all want to blame trans people and gay people, and y'all want to blame the government, and you want to blame everybody for the fall of of deeply melanated people. It's what you're putting on a pedestal. It's what you're worshiping. It never fails. Every time I go into the comment section of dudes who are obvious narcissists, who are obviously full of themselves, every time I go into the comment section, who's always there? A herd of black women egging that stuff on, lifting that stuff up, glorifying that, deifying that. Then making, then it's the same thing with the ones that put on wigs and make fun of black women. Y'all be in the comment section, herding to the comment section like a bunch of sheep and goats on a plantation. Then you want to talk about how the black woman is the most disrespected and the most unprotected. Ma'am, if you don't respect yourself, you got to respect yourself first. Like they say, Black Lives Matter. A black life got to matter to you first. It's not everybody else's job to protect you and honor you if you're not respecting and honoring yourself. If you in the comment section of a man profile simply because he got body and he's sitting up here talking about God and kings and he's talking about all this patriarchal stuff and the way that he's talking about you as if you are a prize or a possession, not a human being, not his equal. The way that he's talking about you, the way that he's carving the narrative lets you know what position you're going to take in his life, and you're blinded by his abs. You're blinded by his thick, luscious hair. You're blinded by his cheekbones and his striking appearance. You're blinded by the fact that he could string a sentence together well. You're blinded by the fact that he's making money. But you're not paying attention to how he really sees you. Because most men who are thriving in a patriarchal society, but because they're in line with the foolishness, and you manning it up, you agreeing to be a footstool, because that's what a lot of y'all are agreeing to be a footstool. You're agreeing to be the footstool to lift him up, to ascend into patriarchy, which is the reason for your oppression. But you want to sit up here and blame the girls. You want to sit up here and blame your trans and queer offspring because you've been sitting around here playing footstool. You've been sitting around here playing footstool. All for some good pain. All for some stamina. All for a mean stroke. Just whipped. And the reason why this rant was so important to me today is because I am dealing with some things going on with me in my personal life. And it's like so many of the men who cannot perform at this level, who are just falling apart, who cannot become these egotistical, self-righteous, narcissistic monsters that y'all put on pedestals and worship, you know. Um, they're the ones that are being broken by this society. They're the ones that end up on drugs. They're the ones that end up, living their life in prison. They're the ones that end up committing suicide. They're the ones that are homeless and unhoused. They can't become these narcissistic, egotistical, self-righteous monsters that y'all prize. Kings. Oh, that's a king. That's a righteous king. Then the other ones become queer, and it's just so many that just can't fit into that model. And right now I'm just a little aggravated with some black women. Some of you Peen worshipers, I'm just, ugh. Peen is good. I love a good Peen. Love a good pounding. I love to get jugged and pounded by old hard phallic. So I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying that's not the reason why I wake up. Like I literally went through a surgery so that I can have more capacity, but it does not rule me like that. It does not control me because I see the toxicness of it all. I see how it can become unhealthy. And I'm looking at this reality and I'm hearing this, you know, like when I listen to this binary war, when I listen to, women talk about their side and how they being mistreated and how they being unprotected. But then I look at the things that they entertain, that they uplift. I look at the things that they exalt, look at where they spend their time and how they program themselves. And the empathy, I don't have that type of empathy. I can't have that type of empathy for you. Because, ma'am, first you have to respect yourself. First you have to love yourself. First you have to know your worth. And then that needs to be reflected in the content that you consume, the things that you feed yourself, how you program yourself. If you want to keep putting self-righteous, narcissistic, vain, superficial maniacs and monsters at the head of your life, then hey, what's the harvest of that? Just because he quote a few scriptures, or just because he know a little bit about eating healthy, and he making a few righteous. Y'all just have such low expectations for men. There's no need for spiritual evolution or no need for enlightenment. You just need him to be battle ready and have some stamina and look groomed. It's really pretty much what you need. Be fake enlightenment. It be the fake enlightenment that y'all be looking for in these men. Because he's sitting up here talking about how much he loved the father and talking about how, he had to cut you off and how he had to distance himself from toxic women. But then he turned around and when I found the father, when he came into my life, he just changed me and he just made me a better man. He made you a better man. He changed you. He did it for you. And you had to cut off them females, that lust, that toxicness from the lust and the sex that you was using the women for. But when he came into your life, when he touched you, he made you whole, girl. Let me get off this live, girl, because I'm trying not to get ugly. I'm trying not to just be real rude. Y'all see I'm trying to work on this language. But I just had to get that little rant out. I had to get that. I did it without eating a greasy pork chop. I didn't curse. I don't think I cursed. I think I stayed away from the curse words. But you know, it be y'all. Y'all be doing it to y'all self. Like, and I mean, don't be looking for me to feel sorry for you. Don't be looking for me to be like, oh, the black woman is so unprotected. We'll stop being so hungry for toxicity. Stop feeding your psyche. Stop being so starved out for this for patriarchy. Like, is damn. Oh. Because really, honestly, and truly, it's creating a dynamic that is harmful to all men. Harmful. Gay men over here who constantly reading you and coming from you because a lot of you have internalized, a lot of the mothers have internalized misogyny and self-hate And so when you raise up your children who want to identify as men when they grow up, who want to become a man, you know, you have all these expectations that you place upon them that cause them to want to disassociate from their femininity and their connection to their foremothers. And so they grow up hating their feminine side and and by association hating women, coming off as hating black women. But you literally embedded that self-hate into them by making them ashamed of their feminine side, by making them feel disconnected from their feminine side, by shaming them for having feminine ways, by shaming them for that connection. And so then when they grow up hating black women, when they grow up hating you, whose fault is that? Wasn't you that told him you acting like a girl, stop crying like a bitch, stop acting like a, you told him that. So now when he grow up hating you and shading you, whose fault is that? Because you didn't allow him to be whole. You didn't celebrate his wholeness. You didn't celebrate his connection to both his mother and his father. So now you can't get mad at him for when he grows up and he's shady towards black women, because you've embedded in him that is something wrong with him for celebrating that connection. Take your lick, sis. So now you done messed up the gay man. Then you around here worshiping toxic halflings who are not in touch with their femininity because he know how to get on you and pound you like a caveman. And he gonna get up and goes to work and comes home and bring you his checks and jump on you and pound you like an old caveman and be ready to fight, not know when to hold them and know when to fold them. So he might end up in jail because he don't know how to say, using his feminine side to say, you know what? This every fight is not for me. I don't have a point to prove in every fight. I don't have to fight everybody. I don't have to challenge everybody. He don't know how to tap into that and say, you know what? This ain't worth it. I'm not finna leave my family behind this. I'm not about to go to prison behind this. I'm not about to go to jail trying to prove I'm a man, trying to prove how hard I am. So now you got your hard dudes that's trying to prove that they're not connected to their femininity, trying to prove that they are the man that you need, constantly getting locked up, going in jail to have sex with other men, because that's what they're doing in there. So now you've ruined two demographics. You ruined your straight trade because now he going to jail, blowing back out and getting black in jail. You done messed up the gay boys. The gay boys, they shading you and they don't like you because you shamed them for their connection to their feminine side. And girl, we're not gonna even get into the trans girls, because that's a whole nother ball of wax. Baby, y'all got to get it together. Black woman. Black woman. And this ain't for all of you. So no hit dogs, please. This is for a lot of you, though. Y'all got to get y'all shit together. Sitting up here talking about you unprotected. The reason why you're unprotected is because of all of the manipulation that has backfired on you. Because you're not ready to admit all of the things that you have internalized and all of the things that you have accepted as a part of your reality, and how you've used this to influence and co-create toxic examples of the XY chromosome. How you've used this, how you've used your spiritual intuition, and how you've used the power that you wield connected to the divine feminine to influence beings that were born with phallics. How you've used that, what you have, and how you've allowed what you've internalized to cause you to impact all of the all of the ones that you're partnering with. You gotta accept your role in it. You gotta contributed and how you showed up and how you've helped to make this mess. Don't just sit to the side and just talk about I am the table. I made the table. I'm the table. I don't need to bring nothing to the I make the girl sit the and sit with what you've done. Sit with what you've helped to create by around here worshiping egotistical, narcissistic, cocksucking in secret. That's what I need from black women. That's what I need from some of y'all. That's what I need from some of y'all. I need for y'all to be honest, trying to raise up warriors and kings, how you have raised up beings who are detached from wholeness, beings who secretly do not respect you, beings that secretly do not see you as their equal. You try to raise up warriors and kings. You fell into you fell in love with your creation so much so that, ma'am, you are literally the bitch in the Bible who looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah and turned into a pillar of salt. Because right now, girl, you just standing here froze, girl. Why? That unfolds, girl, you have turned into a pillar of salt, girl. You are powerless, girl. You are helpless, girl. You can't do anything, girl. As these narcissistic, egotistical, self-righteous maniacs conquer and conquest and take over everything, girl. And girl, the gag is, girl, you brought them here. You opened your legs, girl, and pushed, girl, and brought it here. And girl, now you standing there like a pillar of salt, girl, powerless to the madness. And you girls want to talk about the girls? You want to talk about trans girls? What we doing? And some of us are no better because, girl, we out here Peen worshiping the same. Oh, mighty. Oh, all he got to do. Girl, with us, he ain't even got to be straight. Because, girl, I be saying it all the time, girl. I have to catch myself, girl. He ain't even got to be straight, girl. I could know he a butch queen. Girl, I could know he finna be having sex with me and girl. Girl, let me see. So, girl, I done had to catch my own self, girl. Bitch, I know he gay. Bitch, I know he finna be with somebody and they about to be poking each other. It's about to be poker-hiney. They about to be pound town each other. And girl, I'm like, hey. But you better believe one thing. Cracking with all of the stuff that I say, ain't nowhere in the world I'm not holding you accountable. You're not coming into my space. You're not gonna be sitting up here downing women. We're gonna pray to the mother and the father. We're going to acknowledge the masculine and the feminine. That's like, you're not going to be in my life and be in a relationship with me and we're not having conversations about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. That's where I'm different. So I can go through what I go through, but I don't forget. I know you see what's behind me. I know you see what's behind me. Not that booty, because I ain't got no drawers on. Y'all get off that. But I know you see what's behind me. I know you see that vagina with a crayon on it. I know you see that beautiful feminine being walking in all of her power, gaining capacity. I know you see that. Bitch, I ain't gonna never forget. Bitch, never forget. Wake up every day with it on my mind and in my spirits. Yes, I may slip down a rabbit hole for a second and see a beautiful masculine being, honey, and give a little life. But girl, I'm finna go through your content, honey. And if you're not giving enough life to the mother, if you're not talking about the divine feminine, if you're not talking about balance and wholeness, and your conversation is just giving me patriarchy, it's just giving me brotherhood, it's just giving me sit with kings and the father, and that's all you got for me, I don't give a damn how good you look. Yeah, but that's it for my rant. Make sure y'all click that like button, that thumbs up, cause y'all haven't been. Well, it's okay, cause it's a rant. Cause I know some of y'all trigger. You'll be all right though. What don't kill you, make you stronger, boo. Anyway, I love y'all damn to the ground. Be well, take care, and that was it. That's pretty much it. So I need to get that off my head. Now I need to dilate. Girl, I got to keep this womb open, girl. I got to keep this girl open, girl. But girl, that's how I was feeling today, girl. It's like, girl, a lot of black women, girl, y'all helped to make this mess. Being hungry on your timeline, looking at men like you at the zoo, girl, like they pieces of me, girl. And I know you probably could justify it and say they've been doing it to you. But girl, okay, it was done to you. I know what it feels like to be objectified. But because I know what it feels like to be objectified, does that mean that I'm going to like I'm going to do it too? That's something that I do not do. When I want to get me one, bitch, I go straight to porn. Bitch, I put in what I want to see, girl. If I want to see some Dominican ping, Pound Town, bitch. If I want to see some Asian ping, Pound Town, if I want to see some white peen, and sometimes, no shade to my Caucasian brothers and sisters, girl, it be just looking too pale, girl. I need a little melanin, girl. Yeah, it be looking a little pink, girl. It be just looking too pink for me, girl. But but girl, when I be, having a craving for, to see a little action, girl, I go and look at it. Girl, and getting rub minds out, girl. Be sitting up here lusting off of Instagram posts and IG models and girl, we know what it is, girl. It's a moment of lust, girl. You could disguise it. Oh, he's such a righteous king. Oh, he be talking. You're lusting. You have lust in your heart, girl. You have lust in your heart, girl. Ma'am, go get that. Go release that. Release that, girl. Stop sitting up here stalking his page every day, girl. Miss Thing, girl, just because he fine, girl. Giving him all your time and your energy, girl. Because you don't want to feel nasty, girl. And just going to get on porn right fast, girl, and rubbing that out. Girl, get that off you, girl. Get that spirit off you. Get that spirit off you. That's what I do, girl. I don't be on men pages. Ooh, he fine. Ooh. And I want to go back and listen to him talk every day for 2 hours and program me with some self-hating, degrading, diminishing self where he's on a pedestal above me because he's a man and some patriarchy and all that foolishness. Bitch, I'm not about to sit here and process that and internalize that shit every day. Bitch, let me go to this porn site right quick. Bitch, like a turntable. Bitch, and get this off me. Now back to the regularly scheduled programming. Period. But what I'm not finna be doing is slow lusting, bitch, like it's in a crock pot. Girl, every day on these men posts, girl, upholding them in the foolishness, upholding them in the halfling activity, upholding them in the erasure and the self-degradation and the self-deprivation of the divine feminine. I'm not about to be on there every day allowing them to do that to me now. Ma'am, if I have lust in my heart for a fine man, girl, I'm lusting in my heart, girl. I'm gonna go over here to this porn site, Miss Thing, like a turntable, girl. Squeeze those thighs closely and release that pressure, girl. And I'm back on my mission of wholeness. A man, a woman, lay them, lay there. Cause girl, I have needs and desires too, girl. And this thing I yearn for a good poking and stabbing, girl. Girl, to feel old hard masculine chest rubbing up against me, girl. To feel some testicles, girl. Slapping in between my thighs, girl. Miss Thing, girl, hitting me, girl. You Miss Thing, you got that pipe buried in me, girl, giving me that good kundalini serpent energy, girl, slapping all against my walls and my wombs, girl, to feel those warm testes, girl. Miss Thing, girl, moving in between my thighs, girl, giving me my life, girl, as his hard chest lays up against me, girl, making me feel all of the things, girl, while he has a breast in his mouth and he's just, girl, yes. I'm human, girl. I have those desires, those urges, girl, and I get those girls off of me. Scrubby, scratch, 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 girl, and girl, back to the beat. Back to the beat. Now, where were we? But some of you girls, because you don't want to be that girl, you don't want to be the girl that just go ahead and name it and call it what it is, girl, and get that spirit up off you, girl, so you can come back to your senses, girl. You want to have that slow burn, girl. Girl, you want to have that crock pot lust, girl. Girl, you want that stuff to be simmering, girl, and cooking for days and hours and weeks, and girl, and Miss Thing, girl, the whole while, girl, it's happening, girl. You're being indoctrinated, girl. You're internalizing, girl. You're being brainwashed, girl. You have to get that spirit off you, girl. And sometimes the way to get that, sometimes you got to walk through the fire, girl. You got to girl, release. Release that pressure. Anyway, girl. Girl, let me. Girl, I'm laughing, but I'm so serious, girl. I'm serious, girl. Miss Thing, I don't be sitting right here playing, girl. Miss Thing, I don't play the radio, girl. Miss Thing, girl, when that spirit come up on me, bitch, I know it's a distraction, girl. Irby. Bitch, so I can come back to my senses. Thank you, mother. Thank you, father. You made me whole. You healed my baby. I'm not fixing to be sitting up here slow lusting off of this man. He's righteous king, Father God. Oh, yes, he won't he do it. I'm not gonna be sitting up here slow lusting in a crock pot, girl, letting him brainwash me, letting him internalizing things that's gonna cause me to hate myself because I'm extremely feminine, because I'm extremely connected to my foremothers, because I'm rooted in the divine feminine, girl. I'm not gonna allow you to make me feel less of myself or tell me what place I'm supposed to be playing or tell me what place I go, because I got a slow lust for you, because I'm looking at you as this righteous king. I'm not seeing you for the narcissist that you, the extreme narcissist that you really are, the over righteous, extreme narcissist and egotistical maniac that you are, because I have a slow lust burning in my heart for you. No, not this one. Not this one. Not today. Certainly, certainly, certainly not me. I'm finna go and look at me old video, little nasty, and release that. And now it's back to the regularly scheduled programming. A reading rainbow. Back to the regularly scheduling program. Period. But anyway, that's all I have for this rant today. I've said that several times and it just went right back into it, did I? But yeah, that's all I got. And it feels so good. I had to let that in. Girl, because if I tell you, I was going through something, girl, and I was triggered, girl, and I was like, this is going to be a good outlet because it's something heavy on my heart. And I'll talk about it in another video. I'm not comfortable with talking about it right now. This video was definitely a necessary deflection. It was a way to process some of the anger and the depression that I was feeling into a conversation that I still feel like needed to be had. So, down but down that I say cool, it keeps spinning and turning E and Gani Yanko Kalukalo, which means I'm a child of God Goddess. And if I am, you know you are. Bound and round, both circle and square, which means we too speak life, so operations beware. Sending healing to those in despair, El Babosawa. We come in peace, no harm to any. Lelim, Lele. Love y'all later.